Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Sean Carlson from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. It is Saturday, November the 6th, and I'm going to show you the problems that I've been having with my Volvo with respect to the previous videos that I've been making about the noise. So let's go. So this here is my setup, that the pistons I took out. This here is my engine cylinder heads, and this is the table that I built to accommodate all the mess. Everything drips into that bucket. That is the way that I designed it, to drip into that bucket, and it's been cleaned. Everything has been cleaned to do that. So from left to right, this is how the cylinders came out of the car. So when you look at the car and you look at these are in order of how it is that they came out. And every single one of these, this is the number one, the bearing, the connection rod is perfect. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with the middle one. You do not see a problem until you get to the very last one. And this is the one that's a problem. If you look at these two right here, this one, and then this one, you can see that there is severe chafing, wear on the inside of that rod. This is the bottom part, which is the same thing. To compare it to the other one, that's what those two are the good ones. This here is the bad one. So with the bottom bearings that came out, actually, these are the top bearings. Yeah, the top bearings that came out, this one fell out too. So this is the connecting rod that I am having problems with. And this is what happened with it. So, looking at those, looking at the rods, the bearings, and then looking at this. This is not what it is supposed to look like. So, after having said that, now I have a decision to make. My decision that I was going to make is how exactly can I find out if it's going to work. If I can make this work. I was going to buy connecting rods to put in there, but if it wore out on the rod, then that means it also wore out on the crankshaft. And when you look at the crankshaft, yes, that is the case. The crankshaft looks the same way. So I'm at a crossroads here because everybody's going to tell me that I need to change the crankshaft. That would be the next thing that they would say to do. However, like I just said, this is November the 6th. I have a deadline to do this, November 10th. November 10th to get my road test, and I wanted to get this car ready for the road test on December 10th. And that means I have a month and 4 days to get the replacement connecting rods. And I wrestled with this one. How am I going to find out if this is going to work and not just going to wear it out? So then I thought, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a connecting rod. I'm going to take one of these out, and I'm going to hang the connecting rod of this one here without the piston. I'm going to take that piston off and leave the connecting rod on. I'm going to put this onto this part of the crankshaft. I'm going to hang it upside down. Instead of going right side up like it's supposed to, I'm going to put it upside down. I'm going to turn it this way to get the bottom bolt on, then this way to get the other bolt on, and then with the bearing, this bearing here, plus this, plus that, onto this crankshaft. I'm going to install this, tighten it up, and then I'm going to grab it, and I'm going to jerk it around and see if there's any play on that crankshaft or this connecting rod. I'm hoping there would be little play, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace the connecting rod, which will be this and this, plus the two bearings, the bottom one and the top one. So If I go brand new bearings, brand new connecting rod, and the same piston head, I'm thinking maybe there would be less play on the bearing to the crankshaft. If there is anything at all, I'm not sure. I'm going to try that out right now. However, I'm going to keep the cylinder pistons. There is absolutely nothing wrong with the cylinder pistons, and the cylinders themselves are scratchless. There is zero damage, there's zero defects on them at all. It is smooth, it is 100% perfect. This here is the cylinder head, and I had cleaned it the very best as I possibly could, and as you can see, everything looks shiny, and that's just because I cleaned it. There's no dents, there's nothing wrong with it. Everything that I took apart up to this much proved to be that there was nothing wrong. There's like a lot of carbonation on the intake and the outtake, but everything else is fine. It's perfect. There's absolutely nothing wrong. Just that stupid connecting rod. So what I'm going to do is I am going to do a test to see if that is going to work with what it is that I just said, and I will make another video explaining that. Until then, see you later.